Hello and welcome to Pop Along RC, and today we are continuing with the TT01 truck. Now then, I have built many a TT01 since even starting this channel. We've got our original TT01, we've then got the TT01es that we built up ready for the Iconic Cup, the ones that we've been running indoors for the last year, but this is my first truck. Now then, the actual chassis, there's not a lot different going on there. However, what is very different is the shell. So this shell, as you would have seen from the original video, we start off with two big bits of plastic and then you have to cut out all the parts. So I have actually cut those out, and in order to do this, I have been using these scissors here. These are my Team Crowley scissors, but they're curved scissors and they help you get around all those little details and make it much easier to cut out things like the wheel arches. So I cut it out, I've sprayed it in the colour scheme that I wanted. Now for this part here, I've gone black down the middle where all the engine parts are, and then I've gone for a metallic red elsewhere. The way I did this is I used masking tape and I actually masked off all the areas that I wanted to spray black. So in this video we are going to stick it all together. Now if you are familiar to the channel, you would have seen these trucks racing over at Stevenage and at Aylesbury, and you may have noticed that a couple of the trucks have crashed and obviously they've broken their shells and the cab's been flapping around, and in one instance completely ripped off. So we have got double-sided tape, but what we are going to do is we're going to reinforce that in a little while with some Shoe Goo, and I'll show you quickly how we're going to go about that. So let's get started. The original parts came like so. We've chopped those out. So we've got this bit here, which is going to go at the front. We've got this part here, which goes on the back of the cab. We've then got our main cab, which is this bit here, and then all of that needs to go onto our base. Looking at the instructions, we have completed all this. We are on to the next section. So the first thing it says to do, if we have a quick look here, is add the back part on. So I need to stick some of these onto this, and then we can insert that into there. So as you can see here, we have now got the sponge pieces. So I've taken the sponge that comes in the pack and then I've just cut it down, and I'm going to add these. You can just make out where these need to go. There's a little square there, so I'll put that in place. Awesome. Alright, so before we stick this part on here, bring in this. Now, this is Shoe Goo, and it is amazing. I use this to reinforce my shells. I've used it on a few of my cars. Now, I'm going to use some of this to hopefully avoid having issues with the shell splitting in half during racing. So what I want to do is I'm literally just going to put some through here. When this stuff goes on, it dries like rubber. So I'm just going to pack it in there. I'm not going to run all of these decals. I will put some of them on. I need to add some pop along stickers as well. But with these ones, they're not pre-cut, so you do actually have to cut them out one at a time. So yeah, there's some good ones on there actually. What I'm going to be doing, I have got the stock ESC that comes with the car, which I will be running with a torque tuned motor. However, I'm going to be running a hobby wing with a Core 21 motor when I run it at Milton Keynes, because over there we're a little bit more relaxed with the rules, just so that it's a little bit more inclusive. And as I've said before on the channel, the Core 21 motors work out quite a bit cheaper because they last longer, they run cooler, and they are cheaper. So we will allow people to run the Core 21 motor. So there we go, the TT01 truck. Really pleased with how this has turned out. Obviously we've got our pop along RC colour scheme there. We've got some pop along stickers on there. I am going to add a few more decals to this because it's not quite finished yet, but I don't want to spend too much time on it because I'm sure it's going to get bashed about when I start racing this. None of the cars I've got at the moment really are what I would consider shelf queens. The closest one I've got to a shelf queen at the moment is probably the Hot Shot, but it's already battered and abused, so even that one's not a pure shelf queen because it has been raced at the Revival. So if racing's your thing, if you're new to the hobby and you want to learn more about how to get into racing, please like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and we'll see you soon.